So you're thinking about moving to Denton, Texas? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you where Denton is in conjunction to the other major cities here in the Metroplex and kind of where everything is laid out in Denton, so you'll have a better understanding of where stuff is and how to get there. And that adventure starts now. If this is your first time to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you'll be the first to be notified of any and all changes here to the market in North Texas. My name is Marina Franco, and I'm with the Living in North Texas team. And you know what? We get calls, emails every day from people like you needing help moving to North Texas. And you know what? We absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you know what to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, let's set up a Zoom call so we can help make your move to North Texas a smooth one. Okay. So join me at the computer. I'm going to open up the map. I'm going to show you where Denton is and things in and around Denton, so you'll have a better understanding about the city known as Denton, Texas. All right, see you at the computer.
All right, welcome to the computer map. There we go. Okay, so wanted to show you guys where Denton is compared to the other cities in the Metroplex. So right up here, I don't know if you can see the red, but I'm going to circle this right here is Denton, Texas. And if we come all the way down here, here's Fort Worth and here's Dallas. And just to give you an idea, like here's Plano and here's Frisco. So Frisco is pretty close, but it can still take you about 45 minutes to get there. And I'm going to show you why. So here's all kind of some of the major cities that you might know of in comparison to Denton. So you can see Denton is kind of the furthest northern city in the Metroplex. And again, the Metroplex is, pretty much like everything in and out and around here. Okay. That's the Metroplex is what we call it. But let me take all this off. So when you get into the middle of Denton, right there, you'll see that I-35 breaks off into I-35 West, and it takes you all the way down into Fort Worth. And then you have I-35 East that will take you all the way into downtown Dallas. Does a little weird hook thing here and down to Dallas. So right here, whether you're coming from the north or coming up from one of these areas, you see that they merge or break apart in that area of Denton. Now this right here is 380, and this will take you all the way over to McKinney, Prosper, McKinney, Little Elm, and even Frisco. And just to give you a little bit of perspective here, this is the Dallas Toll Road, and this is the Sam Rayburn Toll Road. So there's the reason it's taking you about 45 minutes to get to Frisco is you're either going to have to go down 380, which is not necessarily a highway. It's a 2-lane, 4-lane road with lots of lights. And there are certain areas where the traffic is just, it backs up, and they're planning on working, or the plan is to widen it because they know there's so many people that are in Denton and Aubrey and Prosper, and they need to make that road a little bit wider. So that's going to add even more traffic because they're going to widen it, and it's going to cause even more traffic. You can come down 35 and shoot over on the 121 to get to Frisco. But again, you're coming all the way down and then shooting across. There's not really a way across. There is this one little road right here that is a toll road that will take you into Little Elm, and that does help alleviate some of it, but you're still having to go across, down, and over if you're going to go over into Frisco. So yes, again, it could take you a little bit longer to get to any one of these places because there's not a whole lot going out of Denton. Now, again, let me tell you one other little road. 377 is another little road, takes you through Argyle and Roanoke and comes all the way down and finally meets up here at 35 in downtown Fort Worth. So again, just it's like a 2-lane road, lots of lights along the way, but again, another little back way to get to Fort Worth if you don't want to get on the highway. Okay. Let's clear this off and let's make this a little bigger so we can actually see Denton, Texas. And one thing I'm going to do real quick, right along here, you guys can see all this red. You can see it even makes this little weird snake looking thing there, comes over here and goes up down the highway and around. This is all Denton right here. And I'm going to show a list of my favorites, or my favorites should be on there already. So I want to show you guys where some things are. So we have the Denton Country Club, which, you have golfing and things like that. So it does have a country club there. All right, so I want to show you where, like, the University of North Texas, Texas Women's University and stuff like that. So right here, right off of 35, coming up 35, and exiting right here, you have the University of North Texas, okay? And I mean, it takes up, quite a big piece of real estate. If I come in and blow it up a little bit more, you're gonna see, like, you have Fouts Field, there's another practice field, Traditions Field, Apogee Stadium, that's where they play football, University Union. So pretty much like this whole area is UNT. So you have all these little streets coming and going all the way around, but there's University of North Texas. And in comparison, if we come over in this area, here's Texas Women's University right here. And again, Texas Women's takes up all of this area right here. I'm going to show you the two in comparison of where they are. So here's Texas Women's right here on one side of Denton, and here is the University of North Texas right here on the other side of Denton. Right here you have 380 that will take you all the way to McKinney on one side and take you far west to like Decatur, and it cuts right through. And this right here, it's not agreeing with me today. Here's where the split is. You can see where the split is of 35 and how this one will take you down that way. So just to give you an idea, this right here are two main streets that cut through Denton, Texas. But let me show you a few other things around Denton. There's a couple of different hospitals. Here's the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital right here. And then coming this direction, coming right here, we have Medical City Denton, and that's right off of 35 also. Okay, so several different places. Now, you want to do some shopping? We have the Golden Triangle Mall right here. Again, it seems like everything's kind of off 35, and this right here is Loop 288. Now, I'm going to show you guys something real quick about this. It does loop around Denton, so let me show you. Starts right here and goes all the way around to 35. And then if you, again, took 35 all the way down, that's kind of where the loop is, right? So here's your loop. If you got on loop and wanted to know, are you going to make it all the way? You can. Yep, there's the other side of I-35. So you will hear people call it in Denton the loop, or Loop 288, or the loop, but that's where it is. And when you exit in that area, if you're in that area where the loop is, you're going to find the Golden Triangle Mall. There's a bunch of other shopping around there. There's a Chick-fil-A, a Hobby Lobby, Best Buy, Kroger, PetSmart. So a lot of shopping right here where the mall is. And when I was younger, I actually used to hang out in that mall. A lot of people don't know, I lived in Denton for a while, and it has really grown since I moved away from there. So I know Denton. So anyways, okay, so we're going to go up the loop and around, and I'm going to show you a couple other places. Right here is the Waterworks Park, which is a park run by the city of Denton, and it's got slides and lazy river and all kinds of other fun things like that you can take your friends and family to. There's a skate park that you can, if you're a skateboarder or, I don't know, rollerblades or whatever, you can go there. do the half pipe and everything, right? The auditorium or the athletic center is right there next to it. And that was built a few years back. And that's where all of Denton comes to play football. So there's 2 high schools in Denton, and they both go there to play football games on Friday nights. Okay. What else? Let's go to the square. That's right. We want to go and see where some other fun things there are to do in the square. So if I come here, you're going to see right here is the Denton Courthouse, right here, smack dab in the square. And this right here is Beth Marie's old-fashioned ice cream shop. And let me see, it's been there for a while and it is very popular. A lot of people go there. And then one thing I want you to notice is like food place, food place, food place, food place, food place. Lots of food places in and around the square, along with shopping and stuff like that. And it's not that far from the UNT. It's not that far from TWU. So here's UNT, if you want to see here, North Texas, and boop, straight shot to the square. Same thing with TWU. Here's Texas Women's right here. Boom, straight shot down to the square right there. So the square is not very far from any one given place in Denton. So, okay, so what else is there? Right here, again, is 380. It kind of cuts through Denton. There's lots of shopping right there. There's lots of stores, restaurants. In fact, you know, they've really built up this area right in here. All of this area right where it's called University Drive. And so they have built up a lot. They put a Winco. I'm going to tell you an interesting story right here where it says Razor Ranch. There used to be a long time ago. It was a ranch and they used to have longhorn cattle there. And I mean, probably about 10, 15 years ago, that's when they sold off, moved the cattle somewhere and built a lot of stuff around there. So one very important thing I forgot to show you guys right here is Buc-ee's. That's right off of 35 going in and out of Denton, you will see Buc-ee's snacks and drinks, and people think it's a convenience store, but it's way more than a convenience store. It is an experience that you need to go and check out. So, all right, so that is Denton. One other thing I want to show you guys, a lot of, you see green, kind of all around the area. Yeah, they're building out. They're building out in Denton. And so, you know, if you're looking for possibly a new construction home, a lot of those new construction homes are going to be kind of first-time construction homes, meaning if you're a first-time buyer, starting in the mid-3s. Again, that's of today, 2022. You know, so you may want to check it out, especially if you're okay with there being a little bit of a drive. You know, if you're working in Louisville, it's not that bad. If you're working in Frisco, there are ways to get there, but you definitely want to check it out if you guys are looking maybe for new construction that is, you know, what we call first-time buyer range. So, all right, guys, that's Denton, Texas. If you have any questions about the city or any of the cities here in North Texas, you know what to do. You know how to get a hold of me. Until next time, I'll be seeing you around the neighborhood.